our next family with a great story to tell. We're going to get a check of your hometown traffic with Marcus in the Toyota of Brookfield Traffic Center located, well, ironically, this week right here at Children's, Wisconsin. And your hometown traffic is brought to you by Sunoco. They're hiring mechanics at up to $73,000 per year. 4-3 schedule, full benefits, and a $2,500 signing bonus. Attend Sunoco's hiring events every Friday this month. Marcus, what's going on?
Well, right now, if you're driving southbound on 41, it is a slow ride. Delays run from Appleton down to North Avenue. Northbound 41 is running slow from the Watertown Plank up to Capitol. There are delays going westbound on 94 from the Marquette out to Holly Road. A slow ride on northbound 43. Delays running from the Marquette up to Capitol. A little bit slow southbound between Silver Spring and North Avenue. And a little bit slow on the bypass running westbound from Forest Home out to the Hale. Traffic is brought to you by the family-owned Blue Mountain Express Moving and Storage. They will improve your move. For statewide moving services and secure climate-controlled storage, check out BlueMountainExpress.com. I'm Marcus Allen with WKLH Hometown Traffic.
You better watch 12 forecast. Enjoy the sun now. It'll get sunny and warmer. We'll get to a high about 83, but then the storms move back in, and we could see some more hail this afternoon as well. It's currently 70. I'm Doreen, and I am always amazed when we do the Miracle Marathon that every year there's a child who comes and is such a bright light and ends up being the support system for the parents. And that is the case right now with our next guest, Mary, her mom, Jenny, her dad, Mark. But Mary sat down and said, my mom always cries when she tells my story. She grabbed her hand, and I'm so amazed that in the darkest time of your life, she is such a bright light. So welcome. Thank you guys for joining us. And Mom, let's start with you, Jenny. Tell us a little bit about your daughter and your experience and how you came to Children's and the Mac Fun Center.
So if you know Mary, you know that she's one of a kind. She is bright and bubbly and sparkly, and she's just sunshine. And she has a way about her that she can find the good things, even when it's hard. And she reminds you about what's important and what really matters. And she's taught us so much through this journey and through her diagnosis. And you never want something bad like this to happen. But when it does, and the lessons that you can learn from that, and the things that it teaches you, there's some purpose in everything. And she has great purpose in this world to bring light and love.
It's interesting because Mary, and hi Mary, how are you?
Good.
You thought your mom might start crying. She was getting pretty close there.
Pretty much.
What did you know about leukemia when they told you about that?
I didn't know anything. I was a little nervous at first because I was like, what's going to happen to me? Am I going to die? Am I going to live? How is it going to end?
Those are pretty heavy questions for a little girl to have to deal with. So how did it start? How did you come to find out that she had cancer?
So October, it was actually Halloween of 2023. We had a normal day, went trick-or-treating, did everything normal, and she went to bed, and she woke up in the middle of the night screaming. And my husband and I ran to her, and she said her legs hurt, and she's crying. We couldn't do anything to help. We thought maybe it was a Charlie horse or a leg cramp, but nothing was helping. We finally gotten her back to bed after a couple hours, and the next day she woke up and she was had mild pain, but then the pain started to persist. And I brought her into our local ER, not affiliated with Children's, and they told us that it was growing pains. And ever since that diagnosis, almost a week went by, and the pain just persisted. She started asking not to go to dance because her legs hurt. It was uncomfortable for her to sit in her desk at school.
So she started like a little more than just growing pains.
Yeah, and your intuition is telling you, and she's an active, happy, healthy little girl, and she doesn't want to do the things that make her the happiest, So the pain persisted, and within 2 weeks, it had went from her her legs to her hips to her bottom, and then all of a sudden it spread to her jaw. And she couldn't get comfortable. There was nothing we could do, no amount of pillows, ibuprofen, Tylenol didn't work, nothing. And she was so hungry, and I cooked down noodles to the softest point you can imagine, and she couldn't even chew them. It hurt so bad. So I brought her back in, and it was a Saturday, and again, we were told that you're just going to have to get used to the pain. It's growing pains, and I fought, I tried, but I left there defeated.
Yeah.
And my husband was at work, and I just remember crying and telling him that this isn't okay. We need to get labs. We need to get her back in. We waited for him to come home from work, and we brought her in again. And it's a Sunday, so we had to go back. And we demanded labs, and it took forever. But the doctor called us back and told us that he had made an appointment for us for the next day at Children's. And so we were like, okay, all right, we're moving in the right direction. And we were just so distraught and emotional and just physically drained by everything. Her pain became so much, and when you can't do anything to comfort your child, it's devastating. And we walked into the MAC fund, and we didn't even realize that we were in the MAC fund. And they brought us into a room, and it filled up with people. And this one man spoke up, and he said, do you guys know why you're here? And I said, we need more labs. And he said, we believe that your daughter has leukemia, and we are her care team, and we are going to do everything that we can to help make her healthy again. And that man was her oncologist, Dr. Paul Parker Murray, and the rest of those people were part of her care team. And they've kept their word ever since. And she was immediately admitted. Everything begins right then. Treatment begins right then. The surgeries, the spinal taps. She had a port surgically inserted into the muscle tissues of her chest, and your whole entire world is like, what is happening? But at the same time, when we received a diagnosis, we were so grateful to at least have an answer for what was happening, and that we knew that God had led us to where we needed to be with the right people to take care of us, to get her help finally. And thank God we did, because the cancer was in her spinal column fluid, and they caught it just in time.
Great.
Wow.
Great outcome too. Mark, as a dad and as a firefighter, you're used to doing troubleshooting of a different kind, but you probably have a lot of respect for the troubleshooting that's accomplished here at Children's, right?
This is way above my pay grade.
Well, as a dad, you always want to fix things, right?
Yeah, exactly. And to be at work and working 24 hours and to hear all this stuff happening at home and to not be able to help out. But then when we did get a diagnosis, and like my wife said, like, you are in it. Like, we didn't leave for a few weeks, and we have 2 older boys at home, and like trying to manage that life and this life and trying to keep everybody moving and doing everything else became a very difficult thing. And luckily, where I work is just phenomenal, and we had guys stepping up just saying, like, we'll cover your day, it's no big deal, take care of your family, we'll get it settled, and really allowed us as a family to be here and to work on getting Mary better. And we have so many different families at this point. We have the Mac family, we have fire department family, we have our family. Like, it's just, and a lot of the people that have gotten us here to this point have become part of that as well. So.
And Mary, now how are you feeling with all of this going on? You went from a regular day trick-or-treating to being in all this pain to all of a sudden being in the hospital for weeks and all these doctors and nurses and...
Well, for me, I remember me in the bed, in the hot unit, so tired I almost slept for like
A couple days almost.
a whole day.
Yeah.
And I was just so sad because I was this is never what I wanted in my life. I want to see my friends. I want to go to dance. I want to see my friends at dance. I want to go to school so I can learn. I want to see my teachers. And I want to see everything. But now, since I had to be isolated in the hot unit room, it just broke my heart.
Yeah,
Now,
that,
just describe that special dress you're wearing today.
Oh, this? That's just on Monday. This is just me every day.
awesome. Yeah, this deserves a round of applause. How are you feeling down there?
Well, good, but tired sometimes.
Yeah.
You're still in the middle of your treatment. How long, Mom, does she have to be in this treatment?
So we're 18 months in, and we're hoping by February or March that we'll be done with treatment. Treatment has gone as expected. You know, there's never a promise that the hard is going to become easy. What we've learned is that the hard is transformed by the people that are there with you in it.
Yes.
And it's incredible the people. You know, if you look at the reality of, okay, you have to go to the hospital, your daughter is getting chemotherapy or she's having a surgery. But if you look at the reality of how she perceives it, she doesn't even acknowledge that that's happening, even though it is. She goes into it looking like, I'm seeing people that I know and that they love me and they care for me and I'm going to be okay. And it's, you know, the staff at Children's, we don't even look at them as staff. They're a part of our family. And I know a lot of other families say that, but when you're in it and these are the people that you communicate with and sometimes the only people you see on a regular basis, they really do see your child.
Yeah.
And when you get to experience that as a parent, where your child is excited for having to go to the doctor, and even though it's difficult, they're happy to see the people that are there with them, that's a whole new level of care.
Yeah, that's an incredible testament to this place and to the workers here, to the staff, to the volunteers, to everybody. So if you're listening, or what would you guys say to those that are listening and why they should donate?
If you can think about all the kids, you would not want them to think how I was in my bed and like they were the worst person and this was the last day that they would live. And I feel like that with the money that Children's raises every year, that you can feel less like you have cancer and you can feel like a kid again. Where I feel like every kid should feel like that, because no one should ever have to feel like they're the problem. And
I couldn't have said it any better.
Right. The money that we donate helps in research, and it helps in treatment, and it helps people like Mary Schroeder and her family and others in a similar situation have happy outcomes.
That's
Best
right.
of luck on your journey.
thank you.
Thank you for sharing your story. Right now, we need you to call. Your donations are being doubled thanks to Bunzels. Call 414-337-9554, or you can text WKLH to 51555. Go online to WKLH.com. You can go to childrenswi.org/Miracle Marathon. There's so many ways for you to donate. Now is the time. We need you.
Oh, and quick,
Yeah.
first things first, I want to shout out to my soul sister, Miss Vicky.
Hi, Miss Vicki. And who's Miss Vicki?
She is the check-in lady. I see her every day. She just brightens up my day. What?
Awesome.
Why did I say check-in lady?
She is.
Wait, did I say chicken lady?
Is a receptionist with the mayor.
Okay.
These two are soul sisters, and they're constantly checking on each other's outfits.
Yes.
and-
Awesome.
Oh,
Like you said, it's
We love
family.
her.
It's
It
family.
is family.
We love her.
Thank you guys so much for joining us. Oh, and thank you, Mary, for the Mac Fun star. You were the designer of last year's star.
Great.
And she gave us an ornament. I will treasure this. Thank
she
you.
signed it too.
Oh, you did? Oh, that's even better.
And we have something.
And a donation,
Wow. $5 bill.
which has become a $10 donation. Thank you.
We'll
Thank
make
you
sure
very much.
It gets over to our phone bank, thanks to Ewald Automotive. All right, guys, best of luck. The Miracle Marathon continuing, presented by Mars Family Foundation and benefiting Children's Wisconsin with Milwaukee's Hometown Morning Show here on 96.5 WKLH.